Hi, I'm Sylvia Gordon. With me today is Edgar Wagner. We're talking about a VA, Veterans Administration LEAD program. If you are a vet, or you enjoy working with vets, or you like leads, stay tuned. We're going to talk about it in this episode. Edgar, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Sylvia.
Talk to me about the VA LEAD program.
Well, Sylvia, of course, someone could get in front of VAs through going to veterans organizations, but I've got a different kind of idea by which you would volunteer at the hospital. Every VA hospital has a volunteer program. One aspect of it is transporting veterans from their home to the hospital. And during that transport time, you would be able to speak to them about an MA-only plan that would have transportation benefits. And I would wager that in the time that you start building credibility with the hospital and your service to the veterans, that you would be able to speak to the volunteer department about getting other types of referrals. That's the idea.
So this is a little wacky to me. So somebody has a heart attack and they call the VA to come pick them up, and some Joe Schmo, is going to be in the transport. The guy's strapped down to a gurney, and I'm like, hey, Sylvia Gordon, I'm a Medicare specialist.
That's exactly right. And you make him sign right then and there.
That's craziness.
No, of course. Usually these transports are for
it's
doctor
not
visits.
emergent. It's not emergent. Right. Yeah, it's people that just need transportation.
Correct.
It's not an ambulance.
No.
And they're in an atmosphere where you can be conversational and say, hey, this is what I am, this is what I do. I'm a volunteer and I ride around and I help people explain. Because
exactly.
a lot of vets are completely clueless.
Mm-hmm.
They just think, I served, I'm eligible, this is the best care, and they don't realize that a Medicare Advantage, MAPD, or a MA only might benefit them with all the supplemental benefits. I get called by vets like crazy when those Joe Namath ads run. Those vets all like, what? I want that stuff, right?
Sure.
So I think we should do this. I think we should go down and volunteer for a day and, come back and tell people how this works.
And in fact, Sylvia, I did go down to the VA hospital and I did volunteer. But what I was doing, I was volunteering merely moving patients from one room to another. I never got into the transportation aspect of it. But that was ultimately my goal. But it's a long drive for me to the VA
it's an
hospital.
hour. But let's do it. We'll go down together. We'll both do it for one day.
Okay.
I did a ride-along with the police officer, Indianapolis Metro police officer one night. It was like 7 to 4 a.m. Oh, it's fascinating. I love that kind of stuff. I would like to do this. Plus, I like to sample all the leads that we do. I always try to work on myself so I can say, hey, this is my experience as an agent.
Sure.
Good, bad, mediocre, too expensive.
Let me interject something here, because you can't just drive down and volunteer. You have to fill out paperwork. You have to be cleared a background report and stuff like that. If you're interested in this program, just Google VA volunteer, and you'll get that information and the forms that need to be signed.
Okay, I just wanted to thank you for being on here, and I wanted to interject one thing. This is just way off there, and I hope to God this guy's not watching our video. But we had an agent that volunteered at the VA that got belligerent and was down there fighting with them. We know what we're talking about. A lot of times we're dealing with the front office staff, people that don't know. He got belligerent. So bad that they called security on him. And then he was like fighting with the MPs, the military police, that they had to kick him out and file a complaint and bar him from all VA facilities. Craziness. Yeah. So I hope you're not watching. We also barred him from working with us. So I hope he probably watches it anyway. But that's just some of the crazy stories that we have. And we are still working on our ebook of Crazy Agent True Stories from the Front of Sales. So if you have a crazy story that happened to you during AEP, don't we all? Please call us and we'll record you, or dictate it, or email us, and we'll put you in our ebook, which is getting ready to go to print. So thanks for watching the Wednesday Wrap-Up. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Ask us anything you want in the comments, and we'll talk to you next week.